Hello everyone, I am Glenn and welcome to the Glenliness. So I am feeling so much better than last week, I can't even tell you. That week in the hospital, well, I guess it was technically just, 2 nights, 3 days in the hospital, plus 2 other emergency room visits were, I don't know, some of the worst pain and just the worst stuff I've gone through, and I can't even tell you how long. And for the first few days afterwards, I was starting to feel like, wow, like this could happen again at any second. Today is the first day where I'm really starting to feel like myself again and feel like things are getting back in order and I can get back to doing what I like doing. And then yesterday we had a huge nor'easter come through and dump like a half a foot of snow on us, which I guess could have been worse because they were talking up to a foot or more, and at least it wasn't that. So today is the first day I've gone full caffeinated with my coffee, so I'm back to like my normal coffee levels, my normal caffeine levels, which I do like. And I'm back at work full-time so far all week, which is great. Yesterday I was working from home. Today I'm working from home. It's lunchtime, so I'm getting some recording done, and hopefully that'll be enough to get myself a Glenliness out there to you. I am currently just pulled off the road in a business complex parking lot just because I felt like starting something out here. I'm gonna stop, get a little grocery shopping done, maybe grab something for lunch while I'm out. So let's get on the road. I keep thinking that like I'm gonna be able to do some traveling and get like an actual episode out here as opposed to just this weekly vlog thing. And I mean, the weekly vlog is all well and good. That's something that I did want to do, and I'm happy that I am able to do it. But there's things nearby that I'm just like, all right, I was hoping I could take a day and bring you to, but with this weather, like, I'm not gonna trudge through places in the snow. I don't even know if you can see any of it out the window, because I think you're pretty focused on me, and I'm so sorry for that. But I do have a system in place right now where my magnetic tripod does seem to be holding okay, so you should be fairly steady as I go around here, at least relatively speaking. I had one slight fall as I was doing this. The camera fell. Yesterday, stuck at home all day with the weather, and my wife and my kid there as well. Daycare was closed, which I kind of expected would happen. They are reopened today. Most things around here are open. Some schools are still closed, which to me seems a little ridiculous. The roads are perfectly clear. You know, it was a decent amount of snow in one drop, but it's not anything that this area can't handle. I'm really happy to get things back on track and back to normal so I can start working on clearing the house out again. So my in-laws came and stayed with us while I was in the hospital a couple days after I got out, which was fabulously helpful. But our guest room was that one crazy, messed up room that I took you guys, I think, in my first episode, my first weekly vlog. And that room was just a disaster. That was the room that nobody ever goes in. So my wife had to just kind of push everything aside, make room for the air mattress that they slept on, which I guess in a sense is good because it got a start in that room, and maybe I can go in and tackle it a bit more later. But things are still a wreck in there because it's like, you know, I had 2 weeks where I was introducing you guys to this weekly vlog, and that first week where I talked about clearing out all the clutter, and then the pain hit me. So I really haven't been able to get much, if anything, done there. If anything, it might have even gotten worse. But I'm gonna tackle it. I keep catching the camera out of the corner of my eye as I'm driving, and I'm seeing it's kind of vibrating as I go. I don't know if I'm gonna apply a filter to that after this is done or just deal with the shaking. It seems like using an actual, like, decent camera to record these in-car things might not even be the best plan. I think you'd need some kind of like, so I've got a Gorilla tripod, and I got a couple of screws in that speaker grill that I was talking about a while ago to hold the magnet. So I got the, you know, things are pretty stable. I don't think it's gonna fall over, but the Gorilla tripod isn't isn't it's not a solid piece. It's like a bunch of joints that hold together and flex and move. Sorry. So I think that's what's causing the vibration. Every little vibration in the road is kind of translating up into the tripod and then the camera. I need something lighter, so next time I'm in the car, I might try filming with my phone. I don't know that the quality is going to be as good as this camera, but I do know it'll be more stable because it's lighter and it probably won't shake around as much. I don't know. Let me know if you're actually viewing this. Tell me whether or not it looks okay. I don't know if I'll apply the filter or not. Maybe I'll just leave it. I'll leave it without the filter. Let me know. Leave a comment. I switched you guys around here to get a sense of the snow that fell yesterday. It's not like an intense amount. Like I said, it was maybe 6 inches in this area. And they've cleared the roads really well, so there's nothing really to worry about with that. Pulling off into the supermarket. So we have Wegmans in this area. It's kind of relatively new. They've opened up a bunch of them around here. It started, I want to say Wegmans was started in like upstate New York, maybe Massachusetts, I don't know. It is a upscale supermarket, I guess maybe. As long as you stick with their brand of stuff, it's not super expensive. And I really like the selection they have there. They've also got like a beer section, which in Pennsylvania is becoming more common. But there used to be like these, I think there still are special licenses, like they have to serve food in order, like serve food as in a restaurant in order to sell beer, and then they can only sell a certain amount of it, which is kind of annoying. So it's not like, say, Virginia, where you can just roam the aisles of a supermarket and there'll be like a beer aisle, a wine aisle, and what have you. So they have it kind of in a separate section, it's separate registers and that kind of thing, but it's still more convenient than having to go to separate stores. Because it used to be you needed a package store or a restaurant to get 6 packs of beer, 6 or 12, a separate store to get a case of beer, and then yet another store to get wine or liquor. So it's a little bit better now in that you can at least get beer by the 6-pack or 12-pack in a supermarket if they also have a restaurant attached. I am back with my lunch and my work in the background. I don't know if I can open this with one hand. Just a little Asian food here. Egg roll, some eggplant, pot stickers, all sesame chicken and fried rice. What's really crazy, so I just made myself a little dipping sauce for the pot stickers. And I figured it came out of the fridge. It was like mostly ponzu sauce, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of chive, a little bit of powdered ginger, and I microwaved for like 20 seconds and sparks start flying from there. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that. There's no metal in here and nothing that I can tell anyway. So yeah, be careful with your microwave, people. All right, gonna enjoy my little feast. So I was just realizing that all the recording that I was doing, I didn't necessarily need to be killing time so much like that, because tomorrow my wife, my son, and I are heading out to Long Island for a family event, and I can certainly take you along with me. It's not really going to be the kind of traveling that I hope to record and document, but I don't know. I mean, I could put the camera off or on in the car, show the drive. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Going to Long Island is extremely difficult for, I would think, anybody, but maybe that's just me. You kind of have to go through or slightly skirt around Manhattan to get there, and the traffic is just nightmarish for me. I don't like driving in Manhattan, and I don't like driving out to Long Island if I can all avoid it. It just seems like, I don't know, the traffic there just seems worse than anywhere else that I can recall driving. I think at one point, it might have even been the last time I was out there, to get home, which should have been like maybe a 3.5 hour drive tops. Took something like 6 or 7, and that was just an average day. So yeah, I try to avoid that, but you know, it's a family event. Family is important, so we're definitely going up for that. And the plan to try and make things as easy as possible, or as least amount of difficulty as possible. We're going to leave after work tomorrow, so we probably won't even hit the road till 6-7 o'clock. I'm not really sure at this point what we're doing about dinner, if we're stopping on the way or grabbing something in the car or what, but you know, we'll figure it out. I guess it's kind of hard for a 2.5-year-old to grab something in the car, but I don't know, we'll come up with something. So yeah, maybe that'll be the next part of this video, or if not, maybe I'll do another little installment that's not quite weekly. I've also been researching other things in the area that I might go to when I actually have the time, when I'm down to 4 days a week and have a day to take you along, or have a weekend day that I can spend that I'm not recording my podcast or doing something else. So yeah, all right. Hopefully the next thing you see will be us driving out.
I clearly did not get any recording done on a trip yesterday or Friday night. That's the cat meowing in the background. She wants some food, which I'll give her shortly. But I did want to just kind of sum things up, so I had something of an ending here, so I thought I'd get a little footage of the sunrise this morning. It was a nice trip. The trip itself was really good. Everything there was, we had a good time and everything. The traveling was very hard on us. Traveling sometimes is really difficult for us. We're very anxious travelers, so that can be bad. We had a lot of traffic coming out of Long Island, which is where we went up to Long Island. I think I mentioned that. So it sent us through the Queens Midtown Tunnel and then the Lincoln Tunnel. Leading up to the Queens Midtown Tunnel, we got caught in at least 45 minutes of traffic. So it took us a lot longer to get home than we had hoped. We left early enough to be home for dinner, but we ended up having to stop on the way. But anyway, overall, it's a good trip. We always learn something about ourselves when we travel, and hopefully next time will be a little better. So that's it. Hoping, like I said, to get some actual travel in here soon for you guys, so it's not just me vlogging. But regardless, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week. Until then, I am Glenn, and this was The Glenliness.